producer Christian McLeod likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this, he's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
That time, a 9-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And almost coast to coast. A great return marked down all the way at the 2.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Dalton here from the gun. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw here, Dalton. He's got his man. This is Tate. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The first down throw coming for Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton on the screen. Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93%.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. To try again after the sack. Mahomes, he'll run it. Finds a seam, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. They find some open field here. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And now to the air, Dalton. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, That's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Let's go, team.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for 2.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Jammer, jammer, jam, jam. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Hey, switch gears.
He's back to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So now Dalton and the Bengals down by 1. A little over 50 seconds remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, Alpha. You have to get time.
All right, here's Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Dalton wants to throw. He completes it to Tate. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. So now Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game. And they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let